Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my baby.
Hey, my team.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Great to see you guys. You still alive?
I relax a lot.
Hello. Hola, guapo.
Hello, super
Where is
lady.
your friend?
Hello.
Are you been working last night until late or what? Yeah.
I give Lauren what she asked for.
Yeah.
I'm not stoked on it, and I don't think it's not right for a couple different reasons. First of all, it's not a fully baked design because we need a few more days to do that. This is what she wants.
What you want?
Yeah. But what I did, I changed this, and I think you saw this part.
Mm-hmm.
So I took this down, so I just did it last night and sent it to her with what she wanted. And the other thing that she wanted was this, like last night at 1 a.m. We're emailing, and it was just to do that, but it doesn't really hold. It doesn't connect.
Not at all. Yeah.
And I see the reasoning behind wanting to see it that way. Type in the photos. So it's not gonna work in all of them, and that's leaving it to chance to have other people that is not our team deal with this with the different images. Tweeting it like this doesn't compromise the impact of the ad. I don't think. I'm totally okay with this. What happens to the other one is that it changes the structure, and that's when we enter like. It's not just about design, it's more about like how the story flows.
What do you think about getting together like some kind of
I think we should
visual exercise so you can kind of see it in the landscape? And it's a great old school exercise today. Would you do them not in the same magazine? Like I happen to have a couple glamour magazines. I have a subscription, so I just have them with me all the time. That was a joke. I don't have a subscription to Glamour. I'm trying to be funny, and it's not working, obviously. Clearly, it's not working. They need it wrapped in that context. Getting it closer to finished is going to be a good thing at this stage.
Yeah.
Do we feel like we're going to be at a point where we want to share the video with them? What else do we have to add to it?
Where are you with that?
Okay. Video is something very tricky just to send it away and have a look. It's good sometimes to show it in person, you know?
Mary.
I agree with you. It's better to go and present something like that as opposed to just even getting on the phone and presenting. It's not the same thing. You want to get them out of their comfort zone and be here with us where we have more of the kind of controlled environment as opposed to being in their place where it's more of, it's their court, right? I kind of just want to have a little bit of a home court advantage so we can continue to move things
But
through.
also the practical thing, like we don't have time to get in traffic.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I mean, it took us half hour to get here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
It's tough, you know, the client agency relationship on both sides. It takes time, and we've been working with her very rapidly for a week.
Yeah.
You know,
and I
and
totally understand where she's coming from. She wants to see an option, and it's not wrong.
this brand is her baby. She hasn't just
Yeah.
lived with it for a long time. She gave birth to it. Just weird saying that about a pregnant woman, but
And we have to recognize that it's a jam for them in terms of
Yeah,
graphics,
totally.
expression,
Yeah.
fashion forward. But this is also what they ask, right?
Well, yeah.
And we should come back to that. We should definitely kind of put that ball back in their court,
Yeah.
because that's certainly where we landed. Going in this direction is by all means a step backward from fashion forward.
That's pretty much in a nutshell what I said when I sent those two images. That
Right.
you know, this moves the needle, the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
This is exactly what they wanted to get out of this exercise.
Do we want to have them in here like one last time to kind of go over everything, the print, the video,
The meeting is like, here's the delivery of assets.
Yeah.
This
The
is the
whole kit
campaign.
and
This is your
caboodle.
campaign. I think it's a presentation. It's not a discussion anymore at this point. So I'm gonna leave that other alternate version that I did based on her suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that file ready.
Yeah, I would keep working towards the direction that we believe in. You have that one file, they'll be able to take that asset and work with it. Hopefully, that's not what happens, but
So what was the story with you in the video? Like what do you have new stuff? What things do you want
no,
to talk about?
it's just the same that you saw yesterday, but I was thinking, I just want to go through a little bit.
Dude, that's good. Slow.
Slow. I love this car.
Just heard from Michael on something on there. He was
What?
Just, no, that was good. He was talking about how he talked to you last night.
Is it possible to get a meeting set up here with those guys? Have them come out here at the end of the day?
Yeah. You think
So we
later?
present? I mean, we have to.
2, 3, something?
No, later than that.
Okay.
When it's not a review meeting. It's like the
Here's everything.
here's
we've
everything
done.
we have. If they can come here, it's ideal for us to
Okay.
just get cranking and give them exactly what they need.
Yeah. I'll reach out to her.
I don't want to sound like I'm being difficult about it, but we're not going to go back and forth.
Yeah, no, I know. There's no more time for
There's
it.
no more time. If they want to have something, and that's where it stands now. I want to be respectful of their time, but I also want to be respectful of the team.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
I'll call them.
Hey, man.
Yo,
I want
what
to
up?
talk to Lauren about the design stuff. Do you care to join or not?
Yeah,
It's
no,
up to you.
absolutely. And then after that, let's chat some social stuff. I've kicked out a few ideas. I want to bounce off. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Make a little bit of a pee break.
Before? If possible. All right, go. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Get on.
I want to sit in the sun.
Thank you for calling FEED. If you know your party's extension, please press it at any time. To reach
Wow, this is like, I'm just going to soak this in for a while. Ooh, but now I just see like red spots.
Hello.
Hey, Lauren, it's Alejandro. I'm here with Matt.
Hey, Lauren.
And again, I want to give you the heads up that, as usually, we're recording this conversation.
So thank you too. That's so helpful. The mock-ups you sent last night, this morning. I don't know if this is possible. We just had like some minor changes to both before we decide on a direction. But hopefully these aren't made. I mean, they're nothing dramatic, and we'd love to just see like one more minor tweak, and then we'll decide. Is that okay on your end?
The more time we spend on like tweaking this, the less time we're going to have to prepare deliverables for you. Having said that, I would love to hear what you have to say, and like I'll sit down and like really give it some thought and figure out what I can do in order for this to work for you. Now, can you go ahead and let me know
Sure.
what your feelings
I'll
are?
give you the feedback.
Yes.
And I really think we're almost there. I think that potentially, instead of mind can being the call out, and I know it's a texture, instead of to be taken literally, we wanted to possibly kind of have follow my lead instead.
To be the texture?
As the backdrop, yeah, to be the texture. So follow my on top, lead on the bottom. And then we're going to take off the hashtag follow my lead. We actually checked on Instagram, and it's really random what people hashtag with that. And the website, which you have, we wanted to see it stacked. So again, follow my lead is the texture. Ideally, then follow my lead period would be in New Times Roman above FEED logo, and then right underneath it, the FEED Projects logo.
So more of a traditional kind of tagline and logo lockup?
Yeah, tagline, logo, website. It's obviously liked follow may lead across the image too, but then depending on the shot, if it's just centered, it may block the bag a bit. Instead though, having mine can smaller in text written across somewhere on each of the pictures. So having just the question, I think a little larger at the top in the Times Gothic, and then mine Canon script across the picture.
The reason why we arrived at where we are right now is that we wanted this flow, and it's not just about design, it's about the delivery of the message, the way we have structured it right now. So the hierarchy of the texture, the copy, and where things land, it's purposely done so you maximize the impact of like, as you see the page, it takes you down. It's a single swoop. What you're describing right now is where we started. You know, I just wanted to point that out, that we tried that originally, and because, you know, that was our thing.
Okay, so scratch a lot of what I just said. I totally hear you on the swapping of my can. First follow my lead for the backdrop, and just not looking as good. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's good. We covered everything we needed to go over that. So yeah, let's go to the other one.
Okay, so the question at the top, it said replacing it with follow my lead at the top in black, in Manus. So making that the true like ta-da title, which is what we wanted of the campaign. And then actually moving the feed logo up to be like right underneath it to the right. So follow my lead feed is actually going to kind of read together. So making the question in Trade Gothic, all caps. So above the paragraph of text or the few sentences, it'll be, you know, that size, if not a tad larger. Can my bag teach a child? In Trade Gothic, and then mine can in the manuscript underneath it, smaller. So she's like answering the question essentially. And then at the bottom, because we've moved the logo up, it's like just the website in the right bottom corner. Those are just the thoughts quickly on that one.
The whole second ad, the way changing the construct of the ad, for some reason it felt like more catalog-y and not fashion forward. When we look at this feedback they're giving us, we don't have a lot of the time to begin to explore, like those things take time and we still have to work on like video and finessing the ads and also the photography. Yeah. So I just want you to I want to leave you with this. I really appreciate you spending a tremendous amount of time thinking about every single detail. It has been so far priceless advice from you so far. I know it's incredible. Like your help has been incredible. But we'll try to do our best to take this in and go back. And at the end of the day, when you guys come in, have something for you that we feel is the right thing for you.
Is this something you can just quickly mock up? Again, it doesn't have to be perfect placement.
No, because all the stuff that when I drop stuff in, it has to look right because that's what I'm going to leave behind. And when I work on this sort of like
more though for us to deliberate on these two directions. So there's two directions that we're still picking from. And if you're saying, just trust me and I'll present you with the direction we feel like we should go. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. That
you're
a really amazing client. I don't want to corner you into a decision that you don't want to make, but I feel we have gotten to a really good place with this. We can implement into our final delivery to make sure that all the, we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's when it comes to like the very specific stuff like URLs, the bones, right? So we'll make sure to get all that stuff correct, because otherwise you're not going to end up with anything. I don't want you to leave this with nothing. I just want you to leave with something.
Going back to the direction just quickly, and I again understand and appreciate the time crunch from the beginning with this whole thing. So if there was a way to just quickly kind of make those suggested changes, I'm happy to type it up. That would be my preference.
Okay, very good.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you. And no, you're not. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing.
We just want to feel great about it before we literally come to you guys and get handed over stuff.
Perfect.
So we're around to give you quick feedback.
Perfect. We'll shoot a note later.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Cool. Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
We had an assignment to finish today. If you don't take what I give you today, or if I don't finish because things wanted to get changed, we have all failed because we run out of time. And I today, I'm ready in 2 hours to deliver finals. I'm good to go. And I felt bad that we didn't go through a traditional process with her having the time to digest this and grow into this with us. Because I know it's a change. It's when you're going to jump in the pool, and it's great when you jump and not when someone pushes you. I don't want to push her. I want her to jump in the pool by herself. I just don't. And I know even if I push her, I know everything's going to be okay. She's going to swim.
If we can't get her to a place that we're happy with and she's happy with, she has a designer, she has an art director, they have the assets. So they'll be able to do whatever they want to with it. So that's why we want to help get her to a place where we're all feeling good about the work together.
And I understand where she's coming from. She wants to see it in order to feel comfortable, but that changes the way we built it for a reason. Maybe she needed more time. And that is not about her personality, it's that the construct of this project with Adobe is it needed more time.
Alejandro, I'm going to send you the picture with the background a little bit lighter, and you tell me if that works or not. It's just a little test.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I got an email. I haven't read it, so I'll read it. As for the latest version of Creative you sent, we're filling the following. MindCan for print direction. Our question is how this direction would translate into digital without the image and copy being too small. We've worked that out.
Yeah.
I am sure you've been working on this and have a fabulous answer already. We like the other cleaner format for the digital ads with a clear hierarchy of messaging. Follow my lead and then the question, MindCan being most important. Because of the amount of copy we have, they need to run two different types of ads.
Okay.
Because they do a different thing. Like one of them talks about the mission and the other one talks about the product. So I don't think in that small space you can do two things at once.
You
Yeah,
do
it's tiny.
one thing.
Yeah,
and
so-
everything, and you do it well.
So it will be nice to
Yeah.
have it for them to see it within context. We know that
But
that's
we need to tell them that this is the ratio size.
that's what they asked for.
Okay.
That's good. That's very smart. I didn't think we were going to have any time to do any of this stuff.
No, I know Keynote very well. You just tell me what to do.
So this is something, the direction that I mocked up yesterday and we polished today with their feedback. And this is pretty much almost the same place where we were at last night. I just made some minor updates to it.
You're doing a great job being very chill and zen.
I think that I have shaking hands and actually hugging with Michael has left a residue of chill. So
Come on.
is he falling apart?
Come on.
You work on that one.
You want the last one?
Yeah.
Are you in the last one?
Send it.
I think I got it already, everything.
Wow.
You have a superhero boyfriend, darling.
I know.
What can I say?
I know. I'm your fan number one.
I'm done with all three layouts.
Oh.
Out of here.
Ow.
I like that. I like that. I approve of that message.
What about me, dude?
I told him to put there.
Kinda. We can put kinda like a star.
Not yet.
Blue star.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're printing out up in this upper corner.
Fits within the spec, so that's what we need. If it fits
Right, just
exactly.
doesn't give you the line, right?
No, that's fine. No, I can trim it on that line. Now.
Unplug
Yeah.
somebody.
Then I have the other one.
Yeah, bring the other one. I don't think is the right thing. I just print it off again.
I was thinking we'd just go in there, and then I'll bring the
It
team
looks
in,
so good.
rather than seeing the messy workspace. We can see that after.
Let's go.
Starbucks.
Debbie hasn't had any spray mount?
I'm gonna get the speakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so come on in here. I'm normally not as strict. It's just, you know.
Very good. It's been intense, but we are happy.
Good.
Long
time no see.
Long time no see. Very good.
Very good.
Sorry we're late. We were just
you.
doing some stuff.
What's happening, everyone?
Thanks for everything.
See you. So good to see you.
Thanks for giving us a little extra time. What's up, guys? Hey! What's up, you passing?
coordinated.
How are you?
Thank you for being patient with us, and we really appreciate you guys being so
Thank you for
candid
being
and
patient
very,
with us too.
very nice. And I know
Much
that
appreciated.
FEED is like your collective baby. So thank you for trusting us to kind of take it, work with you guys, and work with it. It means a lot. It's such an outstanding product, and it's amazing that you guys pour yourselves into something that can change the world and do good, and we're just really like thrilled to be a part of that. So thank you.
We didn't have the time to be able to like get you to this idea like in the right way.
Yeah.
And that was the most difficult part, at least for me. I think you have put a lot of trust in us, and I think that you're going to be happy with this. And I think that it has a lot of both of the things that we wanted in it, and I think that a lot of the things that you saw on that other piece will be there on the digital part. And I think because they fulfill different purposes.
Totally.
And we have the video, so all those things live together. It's not that one thing is the end all be all thing. It's just one expression of our collective concept. So that's what we thought would be the best expression. And that's the thing that's the rub with this, is that that's the most visual thing we had, right?
Yeah.
So and that's why you're like, oh, I'm gonna wear, you're asking me to wear this outfit? So that, this is very like school, like actual college stuff that we did. We
Cool.
we slid them in. And again, like
That's
the
helpful.
printouts are not the greatest.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adobe didn't have any spray mount here. So
Apologies.
We had to like.
This is beautiful. It's so clean. It's so beautiful.
And honestly, like the feedback that you gave us was spot on, and I think that's what the part of what it was exciting to work with you is that you knew what you wanted, and you knew what you didn't want. So you kept on going for like, okay, you need to like tell me why this is the reason, and I felt like we got to that point, and I feel like it pushed me, and we got it to a really good place. You know, I think a lot of the help that you guys gave us with the photography was amazing. It ended up in a sexier place, which is interesting. Like this photograph is that.
Yeah, we love that picture.
The goal here has been that the line to follow my lead, feed it almost always lands on the bag, and that was one thing we were trying to achieve. We were making the line with the copy and the photograph, so that was sort of the path that we wanted to have. So that roughly will get you anywhere in the magazine world. You can just extend it, but it's all the guides are there, so all the mechanical stuff is done. For the banner ads, we wanted you to have more of a product-oriented piece to it. The ratios were so small for these, is that we were trying to accomplish too much. So if we do that, we lose something. This is the way we see it sort of expressed online.
That's great.
This is the way we envisioned the heroes
Awesome.
for your pages.
So cool.
And that's what we have, and I think
Good work. Seriously. Thank you.
I think you accomplish both things. You stay true to your mission, and at the same time, we have managed to like go into the fashionable place without feeling like too charitable.
No, y'all walked that line really nicely.
you know, we want to provide some more doors to kind of allow you to walk through and figure out and build upon from there. The Feed Leader and Lead the Good. Here's a campaign that's dedicated to kind of recognizing people who help others. We'd like for people to post it on your Facebook page with the hashtag Feed Leaders. So from there, every month, Feed would personally recognize one of these individuals as their Feed Leader of the Month. They would receive a letter of gratitude just for being so awesome from Lauren Bush Loren, and that letter would be sent inside a feed bag. It just helps to kind of extend your brand essence, right, and what you stand for. Can we send small feed bags, the pouches, into the air on large helium balloons? Okay, letting the wind just take them to destinations unknown. I mean, not completely unknown. We would have to, like, you know, kind of take some time to figure out, you know, wind patterns and where they're blowing into residential areas, as it says there.
Because that's what we do.
There's gotta be an app for that.
I know.
Yeah, there is. This idea came from Megan. We were talking, you know, about a couple of things. How can we get his music amplified? Do we work towards arranging more of a formal concert, stage, amps, lights, film crew, the Today Show or GMA or whatever, so that we get this really promoted? And can we also look at, you know, getting like Feed pop-up stores and promotional materials there as well, so that you're integrated into an event like that? I really was stuck when you came in to chat with me at Sub Rosa. And then when Alejandro came in, we talked, you know, about Jean Baptiste being a part of this. It just opened up a whole new door, and, you know, took us down this path. And then again, just meeting him and spending that time with him was just, I mean, it was otherworldly in a good way. I mean,
So on that note, not to, like, no pun intended, no pun intended,
I think it's important that everybody eats. And Lauren is doing that in her way. With music, we feed the soul. Everybody has to eat.
Yeah.
Even better with the second one.
I love it all night.
I know.
To Gus and Lo. It's incredible.
We enjoy a lot this time together, and this is the result.
It's beautiful.
How does that video hit you guys? How does it make you feel when you see this?
We do this every day. We're very moved.
Yeah, amazing. It's like the spirit, it's everything we wanted to communicate. It's fashionable, but yet it's that like slice of life. It relates, I mean, it's like a perfect complement to everything else you guys created too.
Really, truly from the place where we started, and we just knew as soon as we met you that you were such a strong team, and obviously Adobe behind. And but from a conceptual point of view and a copywriting and art direction point of view, we just knew and trusted that you could get us there. I'm gonna cry. At the end of the day, it is so important for us to really, really break through. And it's a noisy world, and it's a noisy world if you're a product company.
Yeah.
And the stakes are high for everybody that we serve, very high. So that's where all of that pushing came from. I couldn't be happier, and I just couldn't be more grateful. That you all sort of saw the value in doing this, and hopefully you're, even more invested in this kind of work because the world needs you.
It's been an awesome journey, I think is a perfect way to say it. Everybody doing this for the first time. I think kudos to all of you of learning along with us, but I'm just so pleased where we ended up.
It was very interesting to see the reactions of all of us, and also the flexibility, how we were so flexible. If not, this is not happening.
Yeah.
We're shooting a video, we should be counting steps and measuring for lenses.
Yeah.
We're just shooting. This is
The minute you pulled that mother off the street, who was so, like, such an amazing food advocate, I was like, this is happening.
This is real.
This is real.
This is real. Although frantic at times and sort of unclear at times, such a fun process. So it's not just a brand, it's not just products, it's something a lot deeper and a lot more meaningful. And to do it such justice, and push it beyond where it is exactly what we wanted.
Right on, done.
Let's do a common spice, guys. Spicy.
Now we have the baby.
Now we have the baby.
Before we were pregnant as well as Lauren.
1, 2, 3. Awesome.
It's not changing, why not? Okay.
I love that.
It's not goodbye, right?
No.
Good. See you guys.
I know, right?
Holy shit. I can't believe it's over.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud. Un placer.
See you guys.
Wow.
Genio los dos.
We did the whole post-production of the project in 2 days.
Yeah.
We were
Video and
selecting pictures, we were retouching the pictures, we were doing the video, different
So
version of the
many
video.
times.
We were grading everything in 2 days.
10 years ago, this is not
And
possible.
actually,
on
it's ready to print whatever they want. They can use it tomorrow if they want to.
Technology allows you to do a lot of things, to send instant feedback, to collaborate online, but there's still something to be said about just being in a room with your team that can't be replaced.
The reason why we worked so well together is that there was no ego here. Like, it was like we knew what each other was good at, and I think no one can go through this process without having someone that you can count on.
And for whatever reason, you know, like the gods shined upon us and it just clicked this time. So we really lucked out. So I'm going to be, hopefully, if I'm lucky, working with this guy more in the future. But we're very fortunate. Yeah!
To quote Jean-Baptiste, bam.
I mean, you know, that was definitely a wild card on this whole project of thinking about the teams and the team dynamics and trying to think about who do we think would gel or who do we think no is not going to work.
Honestly, I had the utmost trust in Lauren. I knew she was going to make a decision that was aligned with what we had pitched originally. That's the reason why she picked us. To me, the most important thing was that we finished this. In fact, here's what happened. You want a shot? You see this? You see what's happening here? This microphone is getting turned off.